Public School. My name is Banjo and I am one of the school leaders for this year. Jabella will now deliver the Acknowledgement of Country.
We acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land where the Aboriginal people have performed age-old ceremonies, storytelling, dance and celebration. We acknowledge and pay respects to the elders past and those of the future, for they hold memories, traditions and hopes for Aboriginal Australia. We must always remember that under the concrete and ash field this land was and always will be traditional Aboriginal land.
Thank you, Jabella. We'll now be singing the national anthem. Please stand quietly and remember to keep your hands out of your pockets and your feet still as well.
Please be seated. We will now be handing out the Learning Awards. This award will be given to students who have shown commitment, enthusiasm and growth in their learning. Ms Pinatelli, Ms Bishop and Ms Elliott, can you please present the awards for S122?
Alright, the first award this week goes to someone who has shown a major improvement in his ideas and the structure of his writing. So well done, Dominic.
Alright, our next learning award goes to someone who has been showing dedication to their learning by consistently wanting to be challenged. This goes to Nikki. Okay, and our last learning award goes to someone who always tries his best and makes sure that he is presenting neat work, and that is Robbie W.
Alright, let's give them one big last clap.
Thank you, teachers. We are now going to hand out the PBL award. This award will be given to students who have displayed respect, responsibility and resilience in the playground or in the classroom. Ms Pinatelli, Ms Bishop and Ms Elliott, can you please now present the PBL award for S123?
Alright, our first PBL award goes to someone who has been showing respect and independence both in the classroom and in the playground. This goes to Mia. Okay, the next PBL award goes to someone who always shows respect, responsibility especially when playing games and making sure people are having fun and feeling included. And that is Tommy.
Alright, and our last PBL award goes to someone who is taking responsibility for their learning and challenging themselves in the classroom, and that goes to Hayley. One big clap for all of them.
Thank you, teachers. Recently, we have been looking at the PBL value, caring for our school environment, being flexible with caring for changes and considering effective ways to resolve conflicts. It has been great to see students actively caring for our equipment and school grounds and showing a positive attitude in adapting to changes. Could Ms. Elliott please address the assembly to give a PBL update?
Alright, so as you know, this term we've been using dojos to track our points, and we've switched from a whole class or a whole school approach to individual points, which means you are all responsible for your own points, and you'll all be responsible for the rewards you get at the end of this term. Now, I'm not going to tell you who's on what points, but I'm going to tell you how many people have reached each level on our PBL chart. So, starting at Mufti, which is the first one, we still have 2 people there, so they've got 2 more weeks to work their way up. On Me Time, we have 11 people. In Movies, we have 20. And they are very close to moving up to Munchies, which already has 9 people there. So give yourselves a big pat on the back for being excellent workers and taking responsibility for your behaviours. Well done, guys.
Thank you, Miss Elliott. We will now sing our school song. Please stand quietly and remember to keep your hands out of your pockets and your feet still.
Alto.
Nowadays at the flat top happy, we make friends who last for years. Together we both work and play through sunshine, rain, through laughs and tears. We will fight to show our might and be our sports teams red and blue. We'll remember our proud motto and to friends be always true.
Talk quietly.
Alex, Oscar.
Can Mr. Marshall please address the assembly?
Sure can. Good morning, Captain's Flag.
Good morning, Mr. Marshall.
So I was checking out the weather for tomorrow. So the weather for tomorrow has indicated at this point in time that there'll only be a few small showers in the morning, and the rest of the day will be nice and clear. So that does mean that tomorrow it looks like our excursion will continue to go ahead as planned, which means that we will be leaving here at 8:45 like we've asked. Tomorrow you do need to be prepared for anything though. So that means that in case the weather isn't just a few light showers in the morning and it's a few light showers throughout the day, what do you think you might need to make sure you pack tomorrow, Terry?
Umbrella hat?
Well, an umbrella hat or an umbrella or a raincoat or a poncho or something to keep the rain off your body. Alright, so tomorrow the sun comes out and it's wonderful all day. What do you think you might need to pack for that?
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen might be a good option, but there's something more important than that, yeah. Sure is. Make sure you pack your hat. But tomorrow we might also get some of that really cold wind coming across, particularly as they've indicated that there might be some snow in the not too distant future. So what else do you think we might need to make sure that we pack for tomorrow? Izzy?
Jacket.
something warm to wear. So we need to be prepared for whatever happens tomorrow. Now there will be a note going out today so that you guys can take it home, because you don't need to remember that off the top of your heads. And that will indicate what you can do. Now tomorrow, we don't mind if you bring along some money to spend in the gift shop at the end of the day. However, if you take money with you tomorrow, the person who is in charge of the money is you. So you need to look after your money. So tomorrow, if you would like to buy something at the gift shop, that's fine. You just need to bring along some money. The note will say that today as well. Now, with your money, if you'd like to buy a drink or something, that's fine, but you are not buying your lunch tomorrow. We won't have time to buy lunch. You can bring along your lunch. You can purchase a drink or a snack or something along the way around the zoo, but we won't have time to buy a whole lunch. So with your money, you can do that if you wish. Again, that is your choice. Don't bring along no lunch, because there won't be time to go to the cafe, especially if all 80 students, 40 from our school and 40 from the other school, turn up at the cafe. They just won't have the time. That's why we said you must bring along your lunch for tomorrow. And finally, at the end of the day, we'll be travelling back, and we will be back at school before the bell in the afternoon. So mums and dads can pick us up, buses can go as normal. We will be back here before the end of day. So we've got lots of amazing things happening over the course of the next 2 weeks. As you know, we'll have our PBL Rewards Day, and there are lots of people who are heading their way up to having all 4 rewards at the top, which I think Munchies is at the top. So that'll be exciting. There's still 2 weeks to earn those things. So that's great. It sounds like most people are at the point where they have earned, is it me time first? Yep, so most people have got me time earned. That's great. Great to hear. So keep in mind that next week we have our Lego Masters competition happening. So that will be next Thursday. So this time next Thursday it will take place. There will be an hour before recess and the hour at the end of the day for the competition. So if you're involved in that, that will be awesome. Looking forward to seeing all of the wonderful things that you can construct in that time slot, but that is taking place next Thursday. Next Thursday morning is also our open morning, so we'll be opening up. There'll be lots of mums and dads and people from the community coming into our school, and they'll be looking to see what you guys can do in your classrooms. Looking forward to that as well. It's also the official opening of our cafe, and so we'll be making some coffee. Later on next week, there'll be some people from Stage 3 who will be creating our first slice. And we've got all of the ingredients, we've got all of the materials, and we'll be making slice next week, caramel slice to start with, and that will be ready for the open day as well. And then that will lead us to next Friday, which is when our school reports go home. Now, most people last night were watching the State of Origin, and I was sitting in front of the television watching reports that were in my lap and reading all of the wonderful things that you guys have at school, do at school. No questions at the moment, guys. So reports will be going home next week, which will then be Monday and Tuesday of the last week of term, which is conferences. So your mums and dads hopefully have now booked a time with your teachers to come up and have a chat about all the amazing things that you're doing or that you have done in semester 1 of this year. So that will take place the following week. We've got a few people going off to district athletics in the last week of term on the Thursday before the end, so there's lots of things happening on Thursdays. And then finally, on the very last day of term, you guys get to have an amazing holiday of about 2 weeks at home where you get to rest, recharge, hopefully get through some of this colder weather, and then we'll see you bright and early back for term 3 for the second semester of the year. So we've almost gotten through half of our school year. We've got about half of that time to go. But not only that, on the last day of term, it's also Miss Bishop's birthday. So you'll need to say happy birthday to Miss Bishop on the very last day of term 2.
It'll also be Miss Posthuma's last day that day.
Correct, it will be as well, yes. So it'll be very sad, and hopefully you've had an amazing time at our small school. So we've got lots of things happening, but because you guys have been working so awesome over the last 2 weeks, I did promise you a 3-day weekend, and so this weekend you do get to have 3 days off. So on Monday, no school, you get to stay at home, and we'll see you after tomorrow back at school on the Tuesday. So there's lots of amazing things happening, and you guys get to have a 3-day weekend at home this weekend. So that's all the amazing things that are taking place. I hope that you guys have had an amazing term so far, because it has been great. We've had some little shifts and adjustments in our classroom structure. So we've gone into different shaped groups. We've got K1-2 going out at different times for maths activities. It's been a bit of a change over the last few weeks, but I must say that you guys have handled those changes brilliantly. So give yourselves a big pat on the back and a big congratulations for a hard-working term 2. And as I said, I look forward to seeing all of the amazing things that you achieve in your second semester, terms 2 and 3, here at Captain's Flat Public School. So let's have an amazing day today when we've got our barbecue, and we've also got the Tabanaba video performance today, and I'll be doing that after lunch. And I think we're going to do that down in the classroom. And we've also got our music program happening today as well, and that will start in about 20 minutes as well. So lots of great things happening today, lots of great things happening over the course of the term, and as I said, congratulations on a job well done so far. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much to our school leaders for running a great assembly today. Can we give them a clap, please? Alright, we need to go and get set up for our day. So in a moment, I'm going to ask you to stand up and line up at the door so that we can go line up downstairs and go through our morning routine. Yes, Alexander?
Can I have morning fitness?
We might be able to have a very quick chance to have morning
Line
fitness.